Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, checking out a race replay from the 2019 GR Racing Supra Cup. So for this race, 7 laps around Interlagos for round 7 of this 10 race, 1 make series. This race is going to be a second split, and for this championship, it's your best 5 rounds that count. So at the time, this car was pretty tricky to drive, but nonetheless, coming in, taking a look, we were the 4th highest driver in the state of Wisconsin here in the U.S. Also situated in 36th position, so pretty far back. I, for the most part, did this race for fun, and I could not drive the car. As you will tell in my video, I was using counter steer assist, traction control. Some other drivers, through practice were able to figure out how to keep this car on track. So heading into the race, actually qualified, I believe in 13th, and for this series, the tire wear and the fuel consumption was set super high. It was like times 12. So very easy to run out of fuel, very easy to burn up the tires. So traction control definitely helped minimize the drift effect. So started 13th, already going to drop back a few positions. So the goal for this race, try and do a no stop as we fall back to 15th after just a few turns here in lap 1. Interlagos, one of my favorite tracks. Not a crazy amount of confidence, especially with this car, but the goal, like in all of our races, is to be clean, respectful, and try and make our way through the field. Cycling through end of lap 1, taking a look at some of our friends. We've got my Nezza Racing teammate, Carm, from Canada. And also my buddy Bruce, Anytime, 01. This race also featured VLX Apple Pop. Most of the drivers using the default livery that came with the car. Also like to see some of the creative paint schemes that people had made. So at this time, rocking the CNF Clean and Fair Racing, representing Z28 Gaming here on YouTube. Door number 6, so 6th highest driver rating coming in. Most part, this was an A lobby, so this is before I really kind of made the push to get to A+ to race against the fastest drivers here in North America. But in future 2019 GR Racing Super Cup replays, some were actually featured on YouTube on the Gran Turismo TV page, where I actually found myself in top split against drivers that would go on to the World Finals. So, still situated in P15, and as we will see, the leaders pushed the car, had to change tires, had to fill up. So we're going to stay out and see what happens. Here we are, start of lap 3. Quite a scramble for first position, top 5. Pulled about a second or so away from the rest of the top 10. An amazing scramble from 6th all the way down to 13th. A little bit of a breakaway from 14th to my humble self, Swordsman, who's actually back to 16th now. just keeping an eye on the bottom of the screen. Tire wear, fuel consumption, where people are deciding to shift if they're using assists. As I seem to be one of the only ones using multiple assists. So here on lap 4, leaders coming into the pits. Third place staying out, going to inherit P1. Appreciating the amazing graphics of Gran Turismo Sport here on PlayStation. As we can see, different strategies paying out. So here on lap 5, I've already advanced from 16th place up to 11th. Right behind our buddy Apple Pop and our future Nezzo Racing teammate. Alright, 2 laps to go. Here at the start of lap 6, getting on the inside of Carm. Having a little bit of contact and handing the position back. But just like that, with our strategy, we have moved up 9 positions, sitting in 7th. This right-hand drive Toyota Supra, very tricky, especially under heavy braking. The back end wants to slide out. You definitely notice the lack of grip, especially since we're using sports hard versus the racing hard, medium, soft compounds that we're used to using when we're driving our Group 3 Hyundai Genesis. So quite the transition here. As one of our other friends, a little regret, actually gets a half-second penalty. It's a beautiful carbon fiber livery. Through the last few turns, we will be heading towards the white flag. That half-second penalty, we're actually going to get a pretty good run off the final turn, moving up to 6th. So during this championship, our goal was to at least score 1,000 points a race. I didn't enter enough rounds. The few that I didn't practice very much, especially at some of the more tricky tracks such as the Nürburgring. So we can take a look at the leader, Kivden, ahead of one of the other CNF followers. Carm sitting in 4th. There we are, sitting in the 6th position. Halfway through this final lap. Hopefully we're not going to make any mistakes. Our fuel is running out and the tires have definitely worn. So at this point the traction control is definitely helping us, especially from spinning out, getting some understeer through these tight, tricky elevation changes. There's still a chance that we could drop back a few positions. A small gap back to straight raced in 7th. Straight raced we've seen in some of the other 2019 top 16 superstar races for the Nations Cup we were in. And through the final couple turns, the winner of this race was Kivden, who had a pretty good season, pretty good points on the board. I believe the victory was 1,800 points here in second split. So USA, Canada, USA, and Canada. Carm taking home 4th. Straight raced in P5. And my humble self, how about that? 13th dropped to 16th, up to 6th with a no stop. So something a little bit different to the channel as we check out the various replays we have saved. Cheers. Bye.